Hello there. It's so good to have you here. If you're learning English, just know you don't have to be perfect. You're doing amazing just by showing up and listening. Today, I have a little story to share with you. It's short, simple, and full of meaning. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just relax and enjoy. Let the rhythm of English slowly become a part of you. Are you ready? Let's begin our story. The Little Seed. Once upon a time, there was a little seed lying quietly in the soft, dark soil. The seed was very small, but inside it held a big dream. It wanted to grow up tall and strong, reaching the sky one day. Every day, the little seed waited patiently as the sun shined warmly above and the rain fell gently from the clouds. The seed drank the water slowly and felt happy to have the sun's warm light. Slowly but surely, a tiny root began to grow down into the earth, and a small green shoot pushed through the soil, reaching for the sky. The little shoot looked up at the big blue sky with wonder. It dreamed of touching the fluffy white clouds one day. Every time rain fell gently from the sky, the little seed drank the fresh water happily, knowing it would help it grow stronger. The soft wind often sang a quiet, sweet song that made the seed feel calm and peaceful. As days passed, the little seed grew a bright green leaf that waved proudly in the sunlight. One morning, a small bird came and rested on the leaf. They became good friends, sharing the warmth of the day together. The sun smiled warmly every morning, shining its golden rays to help the little seed grow happily. The rich soil gave the seed food and strength to grow bigger and taller. The little seed learned to stand tall even when the wind blew hard around it. One day, a tiny bug crawled by and said, "Hello." The seed was not afraid. Instead, it welcomed the new friend happily. With each passing day, more green leaves grew, stretching towards the sky. The seed's roots dug deep into the earth, holding it firmly in place. It felt the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the rain, understanding that both were important for its growth. As the seed grew a strong stem, the sky sometimes turned dark with heavy clouds, but the little seed remained strong and hopeful. A colorful butterfly flew by and gently landed on the leaves, bringing joy to the little seed. With its new leaves, the seed reached even higher towards the sun, feeling encouraged by the birds that sang sweet songs nearby. Every day, it grew taller and learned to bend gently with the wind instead of fighting against it. The little seed felt proud of how strong and healthy it had become, knowing that every drop of rain, every warm ray of sunshine, and every gentle breeze helped it grow step by step. One day, the little seed began to bloom beautiful flowers that filled the air with sweet scents. Bees came to visit and collected nectar, helping the flowers grow more. The little seed, now a young plant, was happy and grateful. It understood that growth takes time, patience, and care. Sometimes the sun was too hot and sometimes the rain was too heavy. But through all the changes, the little seed kept growing strong. As seasons passed, the young plant grew into a tall, sturdy tree. Its branches stretched wide, and its leaves provided shade and shelter to many animals. Birds sang from its branches, and children played under its shade. The little seed had fulfilled its big dream by becoming a strong tree that helped others. This story reminds us that no matter how small we start, with patience, care, and courage, we can grow strong and reach our dreams. Just like the little seed, every step of growth is important, even if it takes time. Keep believing in yourself and keep trying, because you have the power to grow and shine. Now, let's take a quick look at some words from the story. These are useful and easy to remember. 1. Encourage. To give someone confidence or hope. To support them to do something. Example. My teacher always encourages me to speak English. 2. Journey. An act of traveling from one place to another, usually taking a long time. Example. Learning a language is like a long journey. 3. Confidence. The feeling or belief that you can do something well. Example. Practice builds confidence. 4. Mistake. Something you do that is not correct or not the best choice. Example. It's okay to make mistakes when you're learning. 5. Improve. To become better at something or to make something better. Example. You can improve your English by listening every day. 6. Challenge. Something that is difficult and requires effort to do or understand. Example. Speaking fluently is a challenge, but it's possible. 7. Beginner. A person who is just starting to learn or do something. Example. This podcast is for English beginners. 8. Fluent. Able to speak a language easily and well. Example. She speaks fluent English. 9. Practice. Doing something again and again to get better at it. Example. Practice makes perfect. 10. Motivate. To make someone want to do something or work harder. Example. Hearing success stories can motivate learners. All right, are you ready for the next story? Let's jump into story number 2. Story 2. The Little Tree That Didn't Want to Grow. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest far away, there was a little tree named Timmy. While all the other trees were growing taller and stronger, Timmy stayed small and close to the ground. The big trees often said, "Come on, Timmy, stretch your branches, reach for the sky." But Timmy would shake his tiny leaves and say, "I'm scared. What if I fall? What if I'm not strong enough?" A kind bird named Rollo visited him every morning. Rollo chirped gently, "It's okay to be scared, but you won't know how strong you are until you try." Still, Timmy stayed the same, tiny and unsure. Seasons passed. Snow fell, rain danced, sun smiled. Then, one day, a storm came, a very big one. The wind howled, the trees swayed, branches broke. But Timmy? Timmy stayed safe. His roots were deep. He was close to the earth. When the storm was over, many tall trees had lost their branches. Timmy looked around. He whispered in surprise, "I didn't fall. I'm strong?" Rollo flew down and smiled. "Yes, you are. You were always strong. You just didn't see it yet." From that day, Timmy wasn't afraid to grow. He stretched one little branch, then another. Slowly, day by day, he reached for the sky with courage. And the forest cheered him on. Encouraging message. We all grow in our own time. Being small doesn't mean you're weak. You are stronger than you think. Vocabulary. English to English. 10 words. 1. Stretch. To make something longer or wider. To reach out. 2. Branch. The part of a tree that grows out from the trunk. 3. Scared. Feeling afraid. 4.
try. To make an effort to do something. 5. Storm. A bad weather event with strong wind and rain. 6. Howl. A loud sound made by the wind or an animal. 7. Safe. Not in danger. 8. Root. The part of a plant that is under the ground. 9. Courage. The ability to do something even if it's scary. 10. Cheer. To shout or clap to show support.
Ready for another one? Let's dive into the next story together. Here is story number 3. The little girl who found her voice. There was once a little girl who barely spoke. At school, she kept her head down. She wasn't stupid or slow, she just had a lot going on inside her. Her thoughts were loud, but her voice was quiet. One day, the teacher asked her, "Would you like to read this out loud?" The girl froze. Everyone turned to look. Her heart thudded in her chest. She wanted to say no, but something inside whispered, "Try." She picked up the book. Her voice trembled on the first word, but she kept going. A sentence, then a paragraph. The room was quiet, not because they were judging her, but because they were listening. She reached the last word, and the teacher smiled. "Thank you," she said gently. That moment changed everything. From that day, the girl began to speak a little more. At first, only when she had to, then when she wanted to. Her voice got stronger, not louder, but steadier. One day, she raised her hand not because she had to, but because she wanted to share. She wasn't trying to be someone else. She was finally becoming herself. Vocabulary from the story. 1. Barely. Almost not at all. She barely spoke means she almost didn't speak. 2. Tremble. To shake a little because of fear or nervousness. Her voice trembled means her voice shook a little because she was scared. 3. Froze. Stopped moving because of fear or surprise. The girl froze means she stopped because she was scared. 4. Thudded. Made a heavy, fast heartbeat sound. Her heart thudded means her heart beat very hard and fast. 5. Judging. Thinking bad things about someone. They were not judging her means they were not thinking badly of her. 6. Steadier. More stable, more calm. Her voice got steadier means her voice became more confident and clear. 7. Raise her hand. To lift your hand to speak or ask something. She raised her hand means she lifted her hand to speak. 8. Whispered. Spoke very softly. Something inside whispered means she felt a soft, quiet thought inside. 9. Share. To say or give something to others. She wanted to share means she wanted to tell others something. 10. Becoming herself. Growing into the person you really are means she was learning to be her true self. Thanks for listening. Let's meet again in the next story.